Hey Laura, this is Derek. First of all, I wanted to say happy birthday. I didn't know what to do for your birthday. Instead of just sending you a text message that said happy birthday, I thought I'd make a video and tell you a story that happened to me. It's kind of funny, it's kind of horrible, I don't know. It was a wardrobe malfunction that I had. And let me start at the beginning. I was driving down to visit my girlfriend at work. I was going to surprise her for lunch. You know, I thought, this is cool, we can have lunch together, it'll be nice. And I'm driving down the highway, and me being who I am, I saw a shoe factory, a designer shoe factory called DSW, and it was 2 stories. So, I mean, I was driving and I saw it, and it was stopped in my tracks. I almost caused an accident. I had to pull over and see what was all to do about it. It was thrilling just to imagine what that building contained. So I go inside, and it's like, you know, I'm checking my watch. It's like 1 o'clock. It's no problem. She doesn't expect me, so I'll surprise her still, but I'll spend some time browsing the shoes, because that's just who I am. It's the one thing that me and Ye have in common, besides our grudging respect for Taylor Swift. It's a new pair of shoes. So I go inside, and I notice that there's an escalator, and I'm so excited. And the men's shoes are on the 2nd floor. I get up, I go upstairs, and I'm thrilled. I can't even wait. I am almost embarrassed at how excited I was. So I'm following the signs that point to the clearance section, because that's just where I go first, being a shopper. And I wear size 13 and my shoes are almost always discounted. I have great selection. So I go all the way to the back, the very back of the store, where size 13 is, and I see this great pair of shoes on the bottom shelf, and I'm like almost beside myself. I practically break into a slide as I'm crouching down to take a look at them, and then all of a sudden I hear this like horrible tearing noise, and it was my pants. When I was crouching down, my pants tore a hole from right at my pelvic area to the middle of my thigh, in the very vulnerable area. And honestly, a woman behind me, like, her head shot backwards as though like a stack of boxes had just fallen. She was wondering what the noise was, and I was like, ugh, you know, like trying to distract everyone. I didn't know what to do with myself. I sat there thinking, sweating, wondering how I was going to get out of there, and I kind of panicked. I didn't know what to do, so I just was picking up boxes of shoes and like hugging the wall and the shelf, and like looking at one and then setting it down, and then like sidestepping over. It took me 20 minutes to get out of the store without alerting anyone to that hole in my pants, and it was like front and center. In fact, I actually have a picture of it. I took a picture to document that it exists, and here. Oh, that's horrible. I'm sorry. Let me put it up there for a second longer. Yeah, that's pretty horrible. I don't know how I made it out. The worst part was getting down the escalator, because it was like one of those glass escalators that was clear. But anyway, it was like the coldest 200-yard walk back to my car in the world, and I checked my trunk to see if I had an extra pair of pants. Like, I don't know if I did, or like, why would I have that? But I thought maybe I did, and I didn't. So I was sitting in the car, and I thought, all right, home free, and I noticed that my tank is on empty. It's actually below E. So I'm driving around looking for an unpopular gas station, trying to find something, anything that might redeem me or allow me to like get gas without without alerting anyone to my pants problem. So I finally get desperate, and I go to this one that has like 12 people at it, because I didn't want to run out of gas with no pants, pretty much. So I get out of the car, and I'm trying to get my card to run through, and it says like see attendant, and I'm crying, you know, I'm standing there in tears, like, and it's horrible. And finally I moved to another pump, and I was just like sitting there trying to like get the pump in there without letting anyone see my penis, and and it was like the slowest pump in the world, and it was one of those that you had to hold the whole time. You couldn't like put up the little lever to stick it there and then sit in your car and, you know, dry my tears, which were now frozen on my face. But anyway, it took like 10 minutes just to fill up the tank, and by then I couldn't feel my fingertips, if you can imagine what else I couldn't feel. So it was quite the experience, and a wardrobe malfunction, to be sure. Strangely enough, I ended up talking to my dad's girlfriend, like, on my way, trying to change my pants, and we had this, like, 5-minute conversation, and she didn't even know that, like, she didn't even notice, like, everything that was hanging out, and I had to, like, scream at her. I was like, look at everything that's sticking out of me. But either way, I guess sometimes you overreact. But if you saw the picture, it's significant. It was a problem. I'm just glad I was wearing, like, cute underwear. Anyway, happy birthday, Laura. I hope this haunts your dreams.